Report. You've heard the administration's outline of the problem. Now, one of its intended solutions. Chief Washington correspondent James Rosen on new rules for coal and the astounding price tag for you and your family.
Among the farthest reaching of President Obama's proposed environmental regulations currently in the public comment stage is one that would require all new coal-burning power plants built in the U.S. to be outfitted with so-called carbon capture and storage technology, or CCS. Presently, only one such plant, being built in Mississippi and set to come online later this year, has even begun testing CCS on a commercial scale. And deep into a House Energy and Commerce Committee hearing last Tuesday, a top energy aide to President Obama acknowledged how steep the transitional costs of this technology will be.
Could y'all give the committee or the subcommittee a kind of a baseline estimate of how much it adds to the cost?
We're looking at something on the order $70 to $90 a ton. In that context, that looks something like a 70 or 80% increase on the wholesale price of electricity.
Those costs are expected to go down as CCS technology becomes more accessible and as the carbon dioxide captured and stored by a given coal plant is sold by the plant to, say, an oil drilling firm. But the initial outlays are formidable, and they could lead, along with other Obama administration mandates, to Americans being dependent on a less diverse and less robust energy supply. Under the Environmental Protection Agency's MATS rule, which takes effect in April 2015, all coal-burning power plants will be required to make steep reductions in the mercury, acid gases, and toxic metals they emit.
For over 20 years, special interest groups had successfully delayed implementing these standards when it came to our nation's power plants. And what we said was enough.
In December, the U.S. Energy Information Administration, or EIA, published this projection of how many gigawatts of coal-fired power capacity will be lost by 2016 as the deadline for MATS rule compliance approaches. A mere 2 months later, EIA has revised its projection upwards by some 50%.
By 2020, there'll be about 66,000 megawatts of coal power plants retired. That's about 20% of all the coal-fired capacity in the country. That'd be sufficient to power about 50 million homes.
In 2012 alone, over 10.2 gigawatts of coal-fired capacity was retired. That's more than 3% of the total capacity that had existed the year before that. Brett?
James, thank you.